Welcome to the Double Shot Drone Podcast, hosted by Davy Kieran and Mike Berthold, two professional Florida drone pilots and entrepreneurs. All right. How's it going, Davy?
Pretty good, Mike. How we doing today?
Oh, man, what a rough day it was today. Whew.
I hear you.
I see the video behind your head is the location, I think, that I sent you out to shoot.
Yes, it is. That is
Dude, that's awesome.
North
North
Military Road, North Military Plaza, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, north and south makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah. Once I saw the water tower, once I got there and I saw the water tower, I knew I was in the right home, you know.
All right,
But,
so this is called the Double Shot Drone Podcast. So what do you I've got Fireball this time, and I've got my old amaretto. I couldn't find my whiskey. I gotta go get some whiskey.
stick
What do
with
you
the
got?
old rum, baby.
Captain
Rum,
Morgan.
baby.
I'm gonna do Fireball.
Okay, well, knock yourself up.
You're gonna do it now, or
Yeah, double shot, one to begin, one to end, right?
where's your shot glass?
Come on. I mean, look, it's in
Well,
there. Trust
how
me.
come it doesn't show up? All right. So this has a significant thing. See this little graphic on here?
Yeah.
This was my mom and dad's shot glasses when I was a kid.
Oh,
They
okay.
have like little cartoons on them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when my parents passed, I got this one from the house.
Very nice. Well, cheers to your
Among
mom
other
and
ones,
dad,
too.
and cheers to
Cheers. Yep.
better days.
All right. Down hatch.
Double shot drones. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Fireball, not so much.
Fireball. That's not bad.
So what happened your day today? How
All right. So I had the Beast 360 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. Down in Bradenton, but it was really a Sarasota address. It was actually it was way down by Sarasota. And so I got there and everything, and it was pretty cool. It went really well, and it was new construction, so it wasn't too bad. And the drone flew beautifully, did the roof real nicely and everything. But more than that, the lady, you know me, I'm always dropping hints. So I was dropping those cards.
Yep.
And I mentioned the storm insurance idea we had. I mentioned that to her, and she's like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "That's brilliant. I have so many problems with insurance companies that I would like for you to come out when we get our landscaping done and everything, the house looking the way we want it. I want you to come out and shoot some video of the property."
Did you have substantial property?
It was not really. I mean, it was, I don't know, maybe 4,000 square feet home, but it was on like a canal.
Yeah.
And you could tell they needed quite a bit of work, nice pool, quite a bit of work on the lawn and everything. So probably in a few months, they'll have me come out and do that. And I thought that was pretty cool. So that's,
I see you been out there. You're looking nearly as tan as I am.
yeah, I'm tan. Definitely tan. So that's a kind of a new vertical, I guess, if you think about it. I mean, not a problem to go out there, maybe 15 minutes of video, maybe.
That was my next question. Well, what do you think
well, I'm thinking like you do a pan
price
around
point on
the
that
whole,
is?
like a point of interest around the whole locate, house
Like this?
or property. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Point of interest, and then maybe just do a couple side, maybe roof level, just north, south, east, and west,
Yeah.
maybe a few bird's eye pictures that you can throw in the video, and maybe a couple close-ups of some of the roof components and stuff. Bam.
Sure, yeah.
you know, no more than an hour's worth of editing, half hour to hour's worth of editing, and you got a nice little video you can provide the client for insurance reasons, because you know storms are coming up, right?
I mean,
As we know.
this is the season, most definitely, yeah.
So the better footage you have on your home, the more ammunition you're going to have when if something should happen, you know, and that insurance company
Yeah.
says I don't want to pay for that damage
I
because you know.
I mean, I definitely see there's a market in it. You know, with everything that we do to begin with, you know, I mean, we're already dealing with the market out there as far as insurance companies are concerned. Some days are better than others. I had a tough one myself there this afternoon, but you know, I and then I have this. This is maybe
Excuse
I
me, I
shouldn't
need
even
dinner.
maybe
What
I
is that?
shouldn't put the name up there.
What is that?
That's the business card that
Oh
the
yeah.
guy who's doing this house here, putting the new roof on here, he tossed me a business card to his friend today and mentioned that he spoke to him about what I was doing. Maybe I could put that video up there. Maybe I could
Yeah.
put that video up there. But yeah, and he said, "Can you see me now?"
No, I see blank.
Okay, start video. Yeah, what the hell? What did I do? Okay. Um, so I he gave me a business card for his friend because he said he was talking to his friend about this guy at this house he was working on, and the guy kept coming out with the drone and you know, videoing all his men on the roof and all that stuff, and the guy was like, dude, I really need that. I want that for my business, you know? He goes, here's my card, give it to the guy and tell him to give me a call. So,
Dude, that's awesome. That's
I mean,
awesome.
I think there's a higher price point in that than there
Yeah.
is in the insurance ones. You know what I mean? Because again, I mean, how much I mean, what can we charge for that? You know, I mean, that's
I have no clue. I'm like, you know, I mean, I have like $150 hour rate, but
well, that's the thing. You know, what I mean, it's like, and
you know, I'm thinking like 250, 300. You know, somebody might pay something like that, you know. Um, and you got the drive time there, you get the time on the site, you got your drive time back, you got your editing. I'm thinking 250 is reasonable. You know, because you know these people pay $150 for a Wingate 4-point inspection, right? Roughly, actually 150 to 250 somewhere, right? I think in there, from what I
uh,
gather. So,
yeah,
but there's no video in those inspections, so I think the video could be valuable to them. Um, for sure. You know, video is going to show a little bit more too than just a picture of the roof and line and everything, right? The video is going to show it, especially if you're doing like a point of interest video at the roof line. It's going to show everything because you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you know.
yeah.
And then you throw in some components, you know, like some vents and some chimneys and you know, you can clearly see the how, you know, the how what the property looks like, you know. As far and the pool be encompassed in that and everything. And if they want, you could go inside the, you know, the pool enclosure and do a little video in there too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely room for markup, and there's definitely room for, you know,
And I really can't believe there's more people in our network talking about it. But maybe we only know
SEN.
like 8 people in Florida. Maybe Florida is just the main, you know, because of hurricanes. But I don't know.
Um, Well, I
I
mean,
think it's an untapped market, dude. I really do.
listen to what that guy Brian or Matthew or the other guy said the other day at the White Glove
Oh
thing.
yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
he was. I mean, I don't know how many people were on the Zoom there, but he mentioned that our market right now is Texas and Florida, and I mean, we have a lot of people all over the place. I mean, and I know because I think the last Zoom that I was on with these guys, there was some guy in Connecticut goes, you know, should I be expecting more than one job every 2 or 3 weeks? And I'm like, I'm just, I'm
Dude.
like, I think I have 5 tomorrow. You know what I mean? 5 premiums tomorrow. And then Wednesday, as I mentioned earlier on, I have a blockbuster day on Wednesday. So um, I hope everything goes smooth because I didn't have a smooth day today in Naples myself.
Oh really?
Uh,
Mm.
you know, there was 2 properties. The last 2 addresses I went to were the same owner. The owner wasn't there. It was a home watch or property manager or whatever the hell it was. But one of the properties, Mike, was, I mean, and this was in Naples, like, and I mean, right on the beach, like
Hmm.
right on the beach. And one of the properties was like 5 buildings, like a house, and then a guest house, and then a garage, and then a pool house, But that whole thing was probably 80 years old, you know what I mean, and all wood. And it got so damaged by the storm that there was more sand inside the house than there was on the beach. And she was like, I think that, she was, wherever this lady was from, she was home watch, but her and her husband and her kid showed up because they were on the beach. They obviously went to the beach to wait for the inspector to show up to do the job, you know what I mean? So they were only a couple of feet from the house, but they showed up with their towels and everything. But she's like, I don't know, but they're tearing this down. I think they're tearing this down. So that address is that building. So that building right there was a brand new build, but it was a 2-story. The garage was on the bottom, and the top was only a bedroom. There was a bed in it, but she was like, no, this is going to be his office and a bathroom. So it was a bedroom and a bathroom. No kitchen, no living room, no dining room, no nothing. It was only so big. So within the app, I have living room, bathrooms, bedrooms, closets, ding, 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 for the interior. And you can't close out the interior until you close all those.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, what do I do? So I called the agent, but it was already like 5:35 or something, and left a message, got no answer. And I said, there's not much point in doing that wooden thing. It's going to be torn down because it's definitely going to get torn down. You know what I mean? So is this what I'm doing? And then the second house, which was the second address, which was the third job, was a house that was right there. You know what I mean? So it was, I mean, literally they were touching fences, and it was owned by the same people. So I just did that one. I drawn that one. I did the outside and, the interior. I mean, I couldn't complete all the tasks. So
Really?
but it was overgrown, so overgrown.
Oh
Trees,
jeez.
branches, and telephone wires and cables. And,
Oh, I hate those jobs.
I was like, at the end of the day, it's 105 degrees, and I was bugs everywhere. I was like, you know what, I'm getting out of here. So, yeah, it was a tough one, but again, the jobs are there. So rather than living in Connecticut and get one every 3 weeks, this is a payoff,
Mm.
but I feel that this guy and where's my pool guy that I got to go see in the next couple of days, there he is right there, Colonial.
So you have the pool shoot in a couple days?
Colonial Pool and Spa. I mean, I haven't been to this guy. This is the guy that pulled me off the highway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, get
But
on that. He
yeah.
wants to do
I
something.
mean, well, my dog is going in for knee surgery tomorrow morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then she goes in for her second knee surgery in 2 weeks. So
How old is your dog?
she's going to be 11 in October.
Oof.
But you know, we won't get into that conversation. But when we got her, she was only like 14 weeks, and my girlfriend at the time was like, and she's a husky shepherd, and huskies have a history of hip problems. So she was convinced she had a hip problem at 14 weeks, and I'm like, how the hell can you see that dog is a hip problem at 14 weeks? Well, it ended up not being a hip problem. It ended up being knees.
Hmm.
You
So
know,
she's had a knee problem pretty much her whole life.
her whole life, and
Um,
there's a reason behind that too, which again, let's not waste our time
all
here,
right.
but
No,
when
well, we're dog lovers, you know.
when dogs get fixed, dogs, they're still producing hormones, females and male dogs are still producing hormones. So until they sort of stop producing hormones, like a year and a half or 2 years, their bones are not touching. Their bones still have room to grow. So when you neuter or dismember a male dog, it's like all those hormones stop producing, so the dog, it stops growing, so the knees and the joints don't actually get the chance to bond. So
Okay.
that
All right.
note to self: let your dog's knees bond and bones bond before you
Okay. My
do
dog's
the
like
nesting.
almost 14 years old. She's very, very much slowing down. I think I hate to
Well,
say
I
if
mean,
she's probably
my blessings to you, because
yeah,
whatever,
the
our
end
dog
is
will be fine.
probably near. And I feed her everything I can, like chicken off the table. I don't care. I just want her to be comfortable. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah,
Anyway,
that's at
so
that stage of the game. Yeah. At that stage of
enough
the game,
about dogs.
yeah.
So I thought our last podcast we had Dave Kestner on. I was like, I'm like thinking of like, okay, so because on a podcast or even on the YouTube channel, you're like, oh, what do we name this particular episode, right? And I was trying to think, I'm like, oh my god, there's no problem naming the last episode. Like I was thinking something about uh, uh, something about a new pilot getting into tackling a new pilot tackling the drone industry or something like that. Literally,
Literally tackling the drone
literally
industry.
tackling. If you guys haven't seen that episode, I don't know, episode probably 6 or 7 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Dave Kestner, I think
Dave
on his first.
Kestner actually tackled a drone. I'm operating the
Yeah, but
drone.
not just a drone, like a Matisse 300 or something like that.
A DJI Matrice 200, 300, whatever.
Something with multiple eight
Heavy
arms.
duty
You know, the
drone.
whole bit.
He tackled it because it was like cutting up a building
He
on
dove on it. He decided. Yeah.
in front of the client too. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's one hell of a story.
As your T-shirt says, Mike, that's a terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea, but you didn't read the rest. Then it says what time.
What time? Actually, my Carrie just left here with the dog. She just drove back up to Philly. That's the T-shirt she was wearing the day she left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the exact T-shirt she was wearing the day she left.
Not during Ian, but the hurricane that kind of almost hit us before that, where we evacuated. We have so many of them. My wife and I, we were like on our way up to her uncle Phil's in Georgia. We just decided to get the heck out of Dodge, and we all went to like one of those T-shirt places, and this is the T-shirt I got for the trip. My wife got one. All the kids got one. So
meanwhile, did you figure out the time indicator on the?
So we're getting better, folks. It's okay. We got 9 minutes left, but I think it kind of goes over a little bit, the half hour. But it says 9 minutes, and
yeah, but as we talked about before, the 3 times ago, I was able to see the clock. Now I can't see the clock.
I can't. Oh,
So
I can't either for some reason. I don't know what whiteboards are. I got to research all that. So what's a whiteboard? If you wanted to write something on a,
yeah,
we should probably take advantage of that. Maybe after our 10th podcast, we'll get better at that. So who, with the last 8 minutes or so, who should we have as our next guest? Who do you think? I have a really good idea, but I'm also thinking maybe we need to get a few more under our belt before we invite them.
I think we have to get a few more on our belt. I think we need to establish ourselves.
Right.
Um,
But there's a couple guys in the network we could invite, or definitely like Ben from our buddy Ben. I want to get a few under our belt before we invite him, because he's going to have a lot to offer, I think, like as far as like he's an expert in Photoshop. I mean, he's literally the
Ben Wiltmore.
Ben Wilmore, yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah.
My neighbor. He's my neighbor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can go put a beer on his post and put a note on his fence and put a little note on and say, "Hey Ben, give me a call."
Yeah, we want to have you on our podcast.
We want to have you on our podcast. Every time I go over to his house, every time he's like, "Well, what kind of beer you want?" He's got all kinds of different kinds of beer. I'm like, anything, whatever you're drinking, Ben. Whatever you're drinking.
Whatever you got, bro. Yeah.
Super guy.
Yeah, no, I think I would like to I mean, well, whatever. I mean, it's a work in progress as we move along here, but
I think Adam
Novak.
Novak would be a good candidate. Yep. Ronald up in the Panhandle. I talked to him quite a bit.
I met Ronald at
the BizCon in Lake Tahoe. Yeah.
And then Ronald disappeared. I haven't seen Ronald.
And then maybe those guys at Tejas Imagery, whatever.
Tejas.
Walter and his brother.
No. It's Tejas is John and Jeff.
John and Jeff. Okay.
Yeah, they're not brothers. But
they look like brothers.
Yeah, John actually has. I mean, I caught a website or a podcast that he's doing the other day. You should check it out on SEN.
John's got a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he did I just saw it the other day, and I think it was like episode 6 or episode 7 or something like that.
Good. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Called WAM. Wham, and he's got a young lady there who I think she's a realtor or something like that. So it was John and the young lady who's a realtor must.
There's a realtor that friend of mine. Her name's Tammy Fullen. I think she would be a really good, because she's just starting out.
Yeah,
She's like maybe sold one house. Yeah. But I actually met her doing pickup and deliveries. I was actually one of her clients, or she worked for this guy named John, and John would have her hire us. And we got to know her, and we do like clean outs on some houses and stuff, just lift the heavy furniture and all that. And she knew I was a drone photographer. She knew I, was doing this as well. And she's like, I'm thinking about taking my real estate license, and you're going to be my guy. You're going to be my guy, because I've been following you on Instagram and all that, and I really think you're good and really progressive, and you have great ideas. So anyway, she had her first listing, and she didn't hire me because I was like away on vacation or something. And I was like, "Oh man," I gave her crap for not hiring me. She's like, "Oh no, I didn't know you did ground photography as well. I just needed a ground photographer." And I'm like, "Tammy, I do it all. I have a team that does ground photography." And actually, John Canciaro. He's my photographer. He would be a good guy on this podcast because he's a real estate photographer, but
Yeah.
he has experience in the architectural world. So when he
Okay.
does his interior photography, it's all natural light. He doesn't use the Rich
Good.
Bomb method or anything like that. It's all natural light. And his editing is like boom, boom, boom. And he learned that from doing, because architectural magazines definitely want all natural light, you know? Looks like we got 3 minutes. Make me jealous. I got to get a revolving picture next time.
Dude, yeah. Do you not have a 360? Do you
I
not
got
have?
I got a bunch, dude, but not on this
Okay.
computer. I just have to transfer them over. On my gaming, my son's gaming computer. Oh, by the way, dude, I put a new hard drive on that thing. A
Yeah.
two terabyte hard drive from Best Buy. It's
Yeah.
like $70, something like that. That thing, I transferred everything off the C hard drive onto that thing. It, dude, editing everything so much quicker.
I just ordered it. It's actually sitting. I gotta go pick it up. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I just ordered 10 terabyte.
10?
10 terabyte.
You will never fill that up.
Yes, I will. I have
10?
Good. I have a 6. I have a
You know how
4,
much
a
10
3.
is?
Yeah.
That's a lot. 2 is
Yeah, I know. But it was only 190. Dude, 2 terabytes is nothing.
dude,
2 ter
I have a whole video catalog that I put on
Dude,
my G drive, which is my 2 terabyte drive.
I've been taking pictures and videos for
It,
years. 2
it's
terabytes
like
is like I'm on a. I have a 2, excuse me, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 6 sitting here. The 6 right
it's
now
1
has
minute.
probably
1 minute.
1.5 terabytes taken, but I wanted to get a 10 terabyte, so it's.
Oh, you're good. You're good for 10 years, dude.
Exactly. So it says in the meeting, in the bottom right corner of the app, click the show timer to all, toggle to control. If you just bottom right corner, click the show timer.
Doesn't show. Oh, pause, stop recording. No.
Is there a bottom right? Is there a...
It says end.
Oh, there you go. I got it. Time
You
left.
got-
9:50.
Oh, I see it up there. Did you do something?
I didn't do anything.
Well, it says we have 45 seconds. No, it says we got 9 minutes left.
9 minutes and 43.
They give you an
minutes.
extra 10 minutes. Look at that.
There you go. So now I know.
For bozos like us. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, since it's, double shot Tuesdays, it's like, let's,
It's Monday. It's Monday.
Okay.
It's mono shot Monday.
Well, I told you earlier, today's going to be.
You did a shot. I did a shot. That's the double shot, right?
Well, I told you earlier, today's going to be a triple shot.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah.
Fireball or
whatever, dude. You're
Amaretto? Amaretto's good, but it's kind of sweet.
Listen, I spent my whole life in the nightclub business, and I used to hate when people said, I can't drink tequila. I'm like, I didn't ask you to drink tequila. I just asked you to do a shot. Don't be getting upset. You can pick anything you want on the shelf and you can do that shot. It's like, don't get upset. No, I can't drink Jaeger.
I love Jaeger, dude. I'm German. I should get some Jaeger.
I used to own everything on the shelf, and I was like, whatever you want to drink, you drink. I mean, don't be getting upset. Like,
we used to do this.
12 people doing shots. Whatever you all want, it could be 12 different shots. I don't care. I'm not telling you have to drink something. Just shout it out.
We used to do this shot called, when I was like 21, 22, in this bar called The Shed in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. It was called the Hot Hairy Frog. And I think they lit it on fire, but it was green. I have no idea what it was. And then you drink it, And we had one guy did that. He drank it and he dribbled it down. and he burned his whole, like,
Dude,
all the way down his neck.
dude,
That was the last time I ever did that shot.
dude,
I saw
never
that.
light shots. Just trust me, not never light shots.
Absolutely.
You do not light shots because what happens is they're lit and people. And I'll tell you a story. My friend John Crilly, who's an Irish guy like me from Derry City, who now lives in Nicaragua with his wife and his 3 kids.
Hold on, guys. If you guys are just starting to tune into our podcast,
Yeah.
Davy here is from Derry, Ireland. If you guys,
Yeah, Derry City, Northern Ireland. Watch Derry Girls on Netflix, and you'll understand who I am. But John Crilly was behind the bar one night, right? And
here's the John Crilly.
yeah, John Crilly. Cheers, Krill.
Cheers, John.
And he made shots with a float of 151 rum on top, so you light it, right? So he like 4 girls sitting in front of him, and he lit the shots, and only 3 of them caught on fire. So Crilly picks up the bottle of 151, not the lighter. He picks up the bottle of 151 and he goes to pour that onto the 4th glass.
Oh,
combustion hit the bottle. In the bottle, poof, popped. All the 150 run over the girl.
oh no.
Burned her chest. In an Irish girl in hospital. Her parents came over from Ireland.
Jeez.
And she's laying in hospital, and Crilly was the bartender, and Crilly went to hospital, and next thing you know, they're all friends. But she got burned. She got seriously friggin' burned. Never drink anything lit, and if anybody lights anything, tell them put it out. You don't want anything to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
So you don't do any cocktail type stuff like Tom Cruise?
Dude, we used to do everything.
You used to do all that, really?
Everything, dude. I mean, one of the things I lost actually in the hurricane, there was a magazine. I had a magazine. I think I've taken photographs of it through the years, just so if it ever got, but there was a magazine, and I was bartender of the month in the magazine. Like,
nice,
dude. Anyway, and I mean, highfalutin, like a Naples neighborhood, in New York City. But here you go. Here's B360. I keep getting these texts. We're missing drone images. Yeah. We're missing drone images for project 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 projects there with the 3 numbers that they're missing images, and they're missing images not because of me. Because the homeowner. I did a job on Sanibel the other day, and the homeowner's like, well, we're not there. We don't live in the house, and I didn't know that I needed to do interiors or this, that, and the other. It's missing interior or mobile or drone negative. Anyway, there's 3 jobs there which are $45 jobs that I've done. I've gone to the house. I've done a certain section of the job, but because of the client, I haven't completed the task. Like that job I did today will not be a complete task. So that's going to be the 4th job on that list. So that's 4 jobs at $45 a pop. That's $200 that I'm not. And they say, to avoid any payment delay and negative impact on your rating, thank you for your attention. Please do not reply to this message.
Yep.
So you're telling me you're keeping money from me because 4 of your clients are not there, will not provide access, or have a one bedroom and 1 bathroom with no kitchen, no dining room, no kitchen, no garage, and I can't complete the job. So you're keeping $400 of my money, or $200 of my money.
$200. Well, you did the job though, right?
That's what I'm saying. I went to the job, but I couldn't complete them. If you're given a 4-point premium and you cannot do the interior,
no, you should get paid. You should.
So you leave.
Talk to Brian.
Oh, I will. But has this never happened to you?
It did once, and I think I talked to Brian, and I was like, "Dude, look, this is not fair." I went out there, I did all my due diligence, and she wants me to come back when everything's done. Like, they were redoing the kitchen and everything, and the painters were in there and everything. I'm like, no.
I just got a
I
text
mean, I'll
earlier
come
on.
back, but you're gonna have to pay me, and you're gonna have to pay me for gas. So,
Well, I just got a text earlier on from this guy, Dennis. Hello, Dave. How are you? Dennis from B360. Were you able to reschedule with the insured to complete the interior? 222960. Me reschedule? No. And my response was, hey, Dennis, the short answer is no. The insured stressed he was not aware that the interior was included in the inspection and were not local to supply access. I suggested he call his agent and supplied him with the agent name and number and policy number for his convenience to check with his insurance company for confirmation. So I gave the guy, because what I do is I screenshot what we get when we open that, when you open it and you get all that information, I screenshot that and I send it to them and I go, call. There's your confirmation that I'm actually the guy because I have your policy number, I have your agent number, I have your telephone number, I have their telephone number, and that's me proving that I am the guy that should be doing the job. So I'm like, here's your information. Feel free to call your agent and call me back when you get
send that. You send that to the customer in a text.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I do
We
because
can bleep that out.
Because Mike, it's like as you say, we're driving, we're spending money on gas, and it's like driving by. And some of these people, and the house that I was at the other day was like a rickety, was a rickety. I got it 117 was a rickety house. Weather beaten. Meanwhile, the day before, I'm in a $6.5 million home, and the guy calls me and says, "Yeah, the code is 1234 at the third garage door. Go in there. Just call me when you're done. Knock yourself out. Go ahead." And I'm like, "Thank you very much." $6.5 million, and this guy's $200,000 home. Don't get me wrong. God bless you. But if you haven't confirmed with your agent or your insurance company yet, then why am I losing money?
Right.
It's like, why take it out on me?
I know.
Anyway, that's my rant for today. So,
hey, are you going to be able to get those things in Dropbox tonight?
Yeah, it's triple shot Thursdays though.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, because I have a job at 9 a.m. in Naples.
There we go. Cheers to you, mate.
Cheers, brother.
Brother.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
Do people call you? Do people say mate? And no, that's English, right?